Yeah, we can fill that in with little shit. This rock fits nice, but we can make it perfect. We're gonna close this gap by cutting this off. When Tony went to go with the saw, we're gonna cut that off, and the whole rock will scoot over. This will tuck in here, and it'll just fit perfect. A little manipulation. Alright, so this spot right here in the wreck pond is probably one of the coolest spots. This is the spot we can put probably 6 to 8 people in here. This is what we're calling the cold plunge. It's just a staircase coming in, staircase going out, so you can go out for a swim. But there's several seating spots. You can sit here all the way around the edge, places to put your drinks, and the water will be about chest height in here. So hot tub will be right outside. Get too hot in there, you can jump right in here, go for a swim, whatever. This will just be a really cool hangout spot. We're gonna have aeration in here just for 2 purposes actually. Just for aesthetics, just for effect. Also to kick debris out of this corner, because on that corner is where pumps draw from. That's the pump intake. So pump intake bay is basically a natural skimmer. So you have your typical mechanical skimmer that we install on our small backyard ponds, which would not work on a pond this size. So we build a full skim cove that'll do the same job as skimming the debris across the top of the pond into a designated area where you can remove it with a net. So we'll go up there and I'll show you guys that. So this being a recreation pond, our pumps are going to be external pumps just outside over there where those 2 rocks are. The pumps will draw from this area here, and all the water will be forced through this gap right here in the rocks and just pool up right here. It'll have a down draw right here. So this will be a spot where all the debris will collect. You'll just pull it out with a net, and it'll be an easy spot to service, accessible place to get the debris out that lands on the pond. Alright, so the pond is probably about 90% done. We just have this edge work we're working on here. I was just measuring water level. So the pond water level could be right about there. This rock will be sticking out just a little bit. We'll have plantings in here. Once we get up just past this rock, we're going to start the wetland filter, the waterfall, and all of that. But the pond is, yeah, about 90% done. We just have to get lights in, and then plants, and then rinse, and pond is ready to fill. Water trucks be rolling.
What's that rock for?
Jumping. Jump in. Sit on a little rock. Actually, let's play hide and go seek. Alright, so this is the wetland filter we were talking about earlier. This is a 12 by 25 space. It's about 5 feet deep. So then we have our aqua blocks on the bottom, the snorkel centipede, and then different layers of gravel. So there's about a foot of like a 2 to 4 inch cobble sized stone. And then this gravel here that you see is on top. There's about a foot of that. And then we'll top it off with a smaller gravel. So that series of gravel will act as our filter. A cool thing you'll see when we're done, but the pond water level actually comes into the wetland filter, which is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Typically with a wetland filter is also the first waterfall, kind of like a biofalls. A waterfall would come out of the wetland filter. In this case, the wetland filter is like an extension of the pond. It'll make the pond look bigger, kind of a shallow, marshy spot. So I think it'll be a really cool effect. All right, so lighting. The lights in this pond are gonna be epic because it's so dark out here. The light, it'll just give you a water feature at night too. So there's several lights in here. There's about 12 lights in the pond. That's very critical to have done when we install the water feature. They can be done afterwards, but especially on a water feature this size, it's pretty difficult to, because all the wiring is worked through the rock work. We run conduit, and then we run this little sleeve, and the lights, like you can see on this one here, everything's all nestled into the rock. But with the conduit and this little sleeve, it makes them easy to replace if you have a problem down the road. So you don't have to mess with any large rocks afterwards if something goes wrong. It used to be part of the creek. I think it's just water now, like faucet water. And the bathrooms are still the same size door. Like you have to like open the door and crawl in the bathroom. We're setting up the pump. Just setting up the layout so we can start building the box. We're going to build a wood box around this and then a lid so it's all underground for a couple reasons. That way the pumps always stay primed, and so they're out of sight and make them quieter. If they're underground covered, won't make very much noise. The part where I fall backwards into the pond. I don't have time for this. We have to hurry. We have like 20 more minutes until the next water truck shows up, and we have to get all these plants planted before it shows up, or we're going to be swimming around in the water.
day ever.
Ah, and we have a winner. Roar!